Hello, everyone. Good evening, good night. How is your day? I had a blast. It was a beautiful fall, a little bit cold morning and day throughout in New York today, and I'm here to share my take on life today with you. I had an amazing day actually from work back to the family and through my day. It was an awesome day. So, tonight in this live section, day 11 of my 90 days challenge. Thank you once again for joining me every single day. Your comment, your sharing, and connecting with me on whichever platform of your choice. I do appreciate you. I am Hadiza. I'm a mom, I'm a wife. For those who don't know me, I'm a mother of five. I'm a healthcare services administrator by training, and I am also an online business owner and mentor. So I help everyday people leverage social media as a means to earn extra income to help them create the dream that they are looking for. I help people looking to substantiate their income by earning extra. Professionals, working parents, we have a built system that we help you leverage social media. So today I am starting something new, a different topic that I want to touch on and is really dear to my heart. For most of you and for everybody who is in business or trying to start a business, we come across challenges. In this live stream, I want to talk to aspiring entrepreneurs. Either you right now you have started a business or you're planning to start any business or any venture. Know that growing an online business also comes with its own share of challenges, ups and downs, just like any endeavor, just like any business. So today I'm going to break it down a little bit to some of the challenges that I faced when I was about to start my business or that I go through in the course of my business, because they show up in different phases depending on the time of your business. But mostly it comes up at the point of starting and in the beginning stage of your business, because that's where you really need to build your faith. You need to hold your ground because you're moving from your comfort zone to something new. So some of these challenges come our way, and I want you to know that challenges are just common obstacles that come apart, and we are able to deal with them. So tonight I will be sharing some common terms here so that we can understand that it's not just common to you. It's not just you who is facing this challenge. Every individual that is trying to build something that lasts, something of value, will face some form of challenges here and there. But what I really want to share with us tonight are some of the common challenges that I faced when I wanted to start my business, and it's also I've looked across spectrum of people that I've discussed with and from books and stuff that I've read. These are some of the common things that people have experienced in starting their businesses, and it's not common to just you as a person. And I want to understand that challenges are common. And Henry Ford put it this way, that challenges, our fears, as when we take our eyes from our goal, then they become challenges. So I wanted to look at it from a different angle, look at the challenges that come your way as stepping stone tonight. So my number one challenge that I will be talking about is fear. Fear is very common. Most of us, fear can manifest itself in different form, but I'm going to narrow it down. How fear of failure is the number one cause of people not wanting to start something new. Starting your own online business, fear is one of the first challenge, because the fear of failure is for someone who have never done something else, like, I don't want to fail, I don't want to be laughed at, right? So fear is a major challenge, the fear of failure. So nobody wants to fail. So it make us or make people to hesitate. I thought of that in the beginning when I thought of, okay, I want to start this online business. Will I succeed? Even though I'm going into it, but right in my inner mind, that question was there. It kept coming, but I have to find a way to deal with it. That I want to do this, and I have to find a way around that, that I will succeed. And I always tell myself, those who are doing something great out there, they don't have two heads. Whatever they learn and they were able to pivot into the new level that they are, I can do the same thing. So the fear of failure, it's one of the things that make people to hesitate from starting their own online business or starting anything new, something that is outside their circle or whatever they're already doing. So I want people to understand that yes, your fears, the questions that come up in your mind, they are real, and you have to address them, because when it comes up in your mind and you don't address it, it's going to live there in your subconscious, and it's going to pop up time and time again, and it's going to be a block. So it's like when you have a brick in front of you, you have to remove it and take it piece by piece, and address every component of it. And that's the way you deal with the fear of failure, because every successful entrepreneurs have faced some forms of setback or the other. Setbacks are going to come, and you don't be afraid that, oh, I'm going to lose my money. I invest my money in this business, or and I'm going to lose it. You don't set your mind on the negative. You're going to address it, but also know that failure is a part of the journey. You're not starting to quit. Know that failure is part of the journey. It's like you're going on the step, and the path to success is not just one straight line from point A to B. Sometimes you have some waves, some curving, ups and down, and that's part of the journey of life. If you can picture your life, how it has been for you so far, then put a business venture in that, because your business is a life that you're building, right? So it also comes with its challenges of the ups and downs, but you don't let that fear deter you that, oh, I'm going to fail. You have to move past that in your journey to achieve success. So every entrepreneur, I said, that will face a setback. How you learn, adapt, and grow through that process is key. So that's one of the things I want to share with you. And I have it here that to overcome the fear of failure, you have to shift your mindset, period. You have to shift your mindset. You have to learn, you have to adapt, and you have to grow. You have to invest in personal development. You have to build your mind, because the scripture says, as a man thinketh, so he is. Whatever you're thinking in your heart, that's who you are. If you think you're a failure, guess what? That's who you are. So you have to change that self image. You have to change your mindset from failure to your ability to succeed. You have to personally work on yourself. Change that picture of failure to success for yourself. You have to, come up with some rituals that can help you build your mind, read books, listen to people, successful people in the area that you're trying to go, to build your mind, right? So when you practice this day in, day out, you will grow, and eventually your mindset is going to change to that of a successful individual. You see yourself with the ability, because guess what, you're already graced to do it, but you have to have the mindset. You have to have the framework in yourself that yes, this thing that I intend to do, I can do it, right? So you have, and the way you deal with that is taking action. You have to take action even when there are small steps. You have to do it. You just have to learn from every step. Every experience become a building block for the next step. That's how you deal with the fear of failure in any endeavor, be it in your life, be it trying to build an online business like myself. So you have to shift your mindset from failing to success. And the second one is lack of time. I want to address this common excuse that people give, that, oh, I don't have enough time to do anything. My day is already very busy. I'm a busy parent, I'm a busy professional. So I am. I'm a busy professional. I'm a busy mom. But what I want is more than where I am. So I have to do something that is around where I am. Because wherever I am, as busy as I am, and as a professional that I am, if it's not meeting my financial needs and that of my family, not helping me to be at the level I want financially, at the level of time that I want for myself, then I have to do something to create that change. You have to do something to create that change. That's what I did. So when I started, I was like, oh, my life is already busy. Can I do this business? Can I handle another? So the challenge is that all the time when people say, oh, I don't have time, I'm a working parent, I'm a professional, I'm looking for someone that will take the kids away or something that, have my time, my spa time, my me time. Guess what? We sign up to be parents, we sign up to be professional. It comes with the zone. And I always tell myself, my mom, I've always said, enjoy the moment, because guess what? These kids, they grow so fast. So you have to do something that you can build around it, create fun moments within it, and do what you need to do. Because that time is not going to be there. Everybody on planet Earth has 24 hours. So as a working parent or professional, you already have so much going on in your plate. I understand that. But the idea of adding a business can be overwhelming. It was for me at the beginning. It can feel very overwhelming. Like even the thought of it, like, oh, will I have an extra time to do anything? All I want to do once I come home is go to my bed. Will I have an extra time to squeeze in some business hours? The answer is yes. It Doing this online business doesn't require another full-time job hours. You just do it one step, one day at a time, a few hours here. You just, when starting something new, most of the time it's not the amount of hours you put in, but the amount of focus. Yesterday I talked about the importance of being focused, the consistent effort that you put in. There may be small step, but they make great impact. So in the beginning, that's what you do. You have some 30 minutes here, some 1 hour here. Some, because in the beginning it's more of you gathering your ideas and putting your things together. So the movement may be slow, but guess what? Those little steps is going to add up and create a big momentum for you in your business to try. So the issue of I don't have time, I just addressing that you can start every day, just dedicating as little as 1 hour a day. That's the way I started. Every hour a day, my lunch hour was my business development time. When I come home was my business, after attending to my spouse, my kids, taking care of having family time, then at least an hour or two before I go to bed, those were my development time. I put those hours, right? And being intentional is one thing that really help, using tools, using system. And that's what I love about my online business, because we leverage system. The system is automated, so the system works for you. But if you're going into a venture where you don't have a system that you're plugging into, I'm trying to let you know that you have to build a system, so that when you leverage systems, have a calendar structure, you have an email structure that works for you, so that systems are running the show, not necessarily you. Because guess what? You're trying to do more of the brain work and less of the physical. So whatever you can do, let somebody else do it, right? But when we start as entrepreneurs and we're starting in the beginning, we usually don't have the funds to hire somebody else to do it. But these days, there are so many things that you can even get people to do for you for lesser cost. But let's not bring the expenses in here yet, but you can still make reasonable progress by doing just little goal. Just set the goal. The goal is to progress as little as you want, not perfection, not getting yourself overwhelmed, doing a lot at in the beginning, but remember that it's just small, consistent action that will lead to those big results that you want. Just stay in there consistently every day. Then the next point that I have is number 3 will be overcoming self-doubt. I want to discuss this relatively in some like the self-doubt and imposter syndrome that we all have can hinder our progress. Like you speak to yourself, you hear what you tell yourself more than what somebody else says to you. So, what are those silent words that you say to yourself? Oh, I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I don't have the capacity. Oh, you dumb this, you dumb that. You beat down on yourself. Guess what? When you want to advance and do something like starting your own business, all those things of over the years, they compile and they raise their voice, right? So that inner doubt and voice, we all struggle with it, but there's a way out. There's a way out, and it comes with growth. It comes with being intentional to deal with it. So the same way you deal with the fear of failure and all that is the same way you deal with the doubt and imposter syndrome. Don't doubt yourself that you can do it. You don't have the skill, the ability. That's okay. Don't, because it hinders your progress when you believe and look towards that. So the next challenge for most of us is that you point to yourself like, oh, I can't do that. And they become sabotaging behaviors, right? Because who I am is who my business become. Who I can be is what my business is, and that's who I ought to become. So you don't let self-doubt paralyze you. The key to overcoming self-doubt here is building confidence through action. You just do little by little. Maybe if you're not the best in writing, you write as much as you can. We have tools and systems that can help edit your writing. Maybe get somebody else, another eye to look at it. In the days of AI, you know, get stuff to help you, right? Using system again. But you have to take small steps. Confidence don't just come. Nobody's born confident or full of confidence. The confidence comes with the step you take. It comes through your obedience to your faith to do what you need to do. Taking small step, actionable step that will bring your business to the level that you want it to go. So that's one of the ways you can deal with self doubt and imposter syndrome. And then your community, build a support system. You don't have to be an expert in everything in every day from day one, especially. Use other people, leverage other people, pick people's brain, pick people's ideas. That's the way you will grow, and that's through learning, maybe from somebody's own book, somebody's own video, right? So as Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. You choose what you believe. So you have to make up your mind and say, no, I believe I can. Hadiza, you can do this. You can start your own online business. You can make those 6, 7, 8 figures. You can do a business that thrive. You can do a business that impact life. You can do a business that can change other people. You have to speak to yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe guess what? If you don't believe your words, nobody's going to believe your own words. And that's where doubt and all those things can be dealt with. It comes from my inner voice. You have to believe what you say. And that's where lying and all those stuff are a big issue when you're trying to deal with doubt and imposter syndrome. Because if you're very good to lying to yourself and to other people, guess what? When you say something and you don't do it, your mind registers that, yeah, we can't do it. But you want to be consistent. Let your yes be yes, your no be no, and you do it. Just do it. And guess what? Every action step you take, your confidence is building, you're growing, you're getting better, you're learning, and eventually your growth will skyrocket. That's how you overcome self doubt. Believe that you can and you will. Believe that you can achieve whatever goal you have set for yourself, and you will. I had that and I had to deal with it. That's the way I was able to handle all kind of self-doubt anytime it shows itself, because they're in us, but with time sometimes they still show themselves in different forms. But you have to be ready to catch it and deal with it right there. Don't let it linger. Don't ponder around it. Don't think on it. No, shut it up. Just knock it down. No, not here. Not in this mind. My mind is my mind. I'm not thinking anything negative about me, about my venture, about my business. You shut it down right away. And that is the way you win against doubt. So my advice is for you to embrace learning. Start, learn what you need to learn to improve yourself. So my fourth point is learning new skill. So learning new skill can be a very, very, very challenging thing when we are thinking about starting a new venture or starting like our own online business. Because when I started this business, I'm like, oh, I have to create a video, I have to create content, I have to be on social media. I don't have the time, and all those excuses I have them. But another one was I have to learn new skills. I'm learning on my job. I have to learn to do this business. Yes, because that's the only way your business is going to grow. It's a challenge, but you can overcome it because there are tools out there, especially in the digital marketing world, in social media. You can feel daunted and overwhelmed because you, as good as you feel, you see another person's content like, oh wow, that's so good. Can I do that? I have a lot of people who come to my page and like I consider myself to be not even average in my content creation. And somebody will look at it like and still feel overwhelmed. That is the same way I felt when I look at some other people's kind of like, oh my God, how can I do that? But the goal is not to compare yourself with somebody else. You learn your own thing little by little, create that environment for you to learn, create the environment to learn. So one challenge many of us will continue to face is learning new skill. We have to learn new skill every day of our venture. As our business grow, every growth level bring a new challenge that we need to learn and overcome. So we have to understand that automation of our tools and all those running ads and some of the things that they were learning curve for me, right? Sometimes they can feel so steep, but because I put my mind to it that this is what I want to do, I have to learn. I have to learn. So my advice is to embrace learning. Just start with one skill at a time. Maybe creating a post. How do I do a Facebook post? How do I talk about my business? Or maybe just, and one of my best tools that I use is YouTube. Anything I'm like, I go to the how-to videos on YouTube. I just have a phrase in my head and like, okay, how do I do this? Tons of videos, either exactly as I type it in or something close to will come in and then I'll rephrase it again. I'm able to see, and I keep searching until I get that one that is simply put that I can understand it as, because I like my life very simple. I don't have too much hours to give trying to learn something. So I look for what is simple. What can I do that is simple, simple skills, simple stuff, yet I can deliver the powerful result, right? So, and I can bring it to even a fifth grader, if can do it. A first grader, kindergartner can understand it simply, right? That's the way I learn. So I try to use like, get mentorship. I get like I have my mentor, I have my training. So I leverage all those things to learn so that I can build my skill set, because my growth level is what I'll transfer to those who are coming to me. Because when you're coming to business and you're attending to your customers, you want to have the knowledge of your business. You want to be sharp and informed enough to give them the information that they need to come into the business with you, right? So you want to be able to sell your market with the right words. So you have to learn, right? Sometimes I go through certain phrases that I have to say to my customers. So you have to learn it. You how to use Facebook, LinkedIn, and all these platforms. I had to learn them. But the good thing with my business community is that all these are already provided. So you don't really even need to go outside of the business platform to have them. It's all provided within the business community. So that's one of the things that I loved about this business, and that's one of the things that got me hooked from the beginning, and 3 years and counting, right? So another thing is staying consistent. Number 5, you have to stay consistent. Consistency is very important in anything, in any endeavor in our lives. And the lack of it can also be a challenge, because if you're not inconsistent with what you do, or you do today, you don't do tomorrow, guess what? Especially when you're learning new thing in the beginning, if you're not consistent, your speed will be tampered with, your growth will be tampered with. You learn something today, and maybe you find yourself relearning a particular thing over and over because you're not being consistent. If you find yourself not doing as well as then you have to be consistent. Break those steps down into smaller group. Then you pick one little bite here and there, and you learn. Every single day you put a little bit of it and you learn. By the time you put the whole sum together, you have that full knowledge that you need to. So in the beginning, it might not be exciting because the dollar bill may not be falling in as you want it, but consistency is one of the biggest keys to success in any endeavor. Being consistent to who you are, be consistent to the rules of engagement of your business, that will be what will help you overcome any challenge in your business. So even all these steps I've put in, you may have all the principles of success and all that. If you're not consistently taking the needed steps to do what you have to do to get the result you want, you are not going to make progress. So you have to maintain some level of consistency, highest level possible, right? Because the expectation of the results, because guess what, you're going into a business, and in business you deal with people. People have the expectations of you. You have expectations for yourself. You have, so when those is a crossroad, but your aim is to service your customer. So if you're not able to service the customer, they're going to go somewhere else. So the thing is, you have to learn. And it can be challenging in business, especially in the beginning, because you're excited in the beginning and then you lose momentum in the middle when challenges and come. Maybe a customer just come in. So in my online business community, we have what we call lead. A lead is somebody who is interested in what you have to offer, your business opportunity, right? Then eventually, if they make a purchase, financial commitment, they become your customer, and then you make sales and all that. However, a lead can come in and may not like what you're, so a bunch of them may come in and may not like it, or they like it but they can't afford it, right? Maybe that could be another thing I can talk another day. But it could break your heart in like, oh, all these people are coming in and none of them is making the move. Don't worry about it. Don't let that overwhelm you. Stay consistent to deliver your message, in that as long as the leads are coming in, the right lead will come in. The right lead, the right person will come in. So, and again, another thing that challenge our consistency is when it takes long for the result that we're expecting to come in. When it takes long, it can be a big challenge for anybody who is in business, because you're making time commitment, you're making financial commitment, and you're not getting to that place to break even or even making a profit yet. It can be challenging, but my advice to you is stay consistent. Keep doing what you're doing, and the momentum will build up, and the results will definitely come in. And then the sixth one is overcoming rejection and setbacks. So if you're in business, at one point or the other, people are going to reject you. I always say to people, you are the visionary. You had the vision. You saw the vision. Don't expect the other person to understand your vision fully, even though it's your responsibility to explain it to them, bringing clarity and the information for them to buy into your vision. But Sometimes people can reject your idea. How crazy. We're on Facebook today. I remember when I watched the Facebook movie. I didn't get to read anything about it, but the Facebook movie, we know that a lot of people rejected the idea. But look at Facebook today. Is a top company in the world making billions of dollars. That's your idea. You are the visionary. Someone else may not buy into your idea. Stay consistent. Keep doing the work. Keep putting the effort. The result to come, because results silence every argument. Results silence every argument. Somebody may not believe in your code. When you start seeing the result is going to attract them, especially in the online world where we are quick to show up where, how we've made it or how we are succeeding, and you feel like, oh, somebody else is not succeeding. Don't worry about that. The emotional trauma is there because somebody rejects you, we feel it, right? Oh, you felt rejected, dust it up, move on, right? Their rejection, they're not rejecting you, they are rejecting the idea, not your person. So don't take it personally. If somebody rejects your offer, don't take it personally. It's probably not for them. It's not for them. You may have to change your audience, right? It's not for them. They may not be able to even afford you. Maybe right now they may look at it. A time will come they cannot afford you. Trust me. So keep and stay in process. Don't let the setback, the rejections, whether it be from your leads, your customers, uh, sometimes in my online business, like I explained who a lead is, like a lead is someone who has interest. Maybe they are not converting into a customer. You may get, okay, I'm spending all this money, I'm putting all this time. It can be emotionally draining, it can be challenging, but that comes in the journey of building your business, building your empire. So my way around it is I do personal development, build my routine and actions that I can pivot. Okay, maybe the approach I'm using may not be working. I learn, go for mentorship. How can I turn this around to make it work better? Right. So that is the beauty of entrepreneurship. Yes, rejection and setback can be daunting, can drain us emotionally. However, reframe rejection as feedback. You know, just rephrase it like it's a feedback. Understand that setback are part of the process, rejections are part of the process. You look at them as something you can learn from. You will learn from it and you keep moving forward. Dust yourself up, keep moving forward, because most of the successful people we know today, they face some, I use Facebook as an example, they face some form of rejection or the other. Churchill says success is not final, failure is not fatal, it's just a courage to continue to that count. So if you want to be successful in your endeavor, you have to keep going. Don't quit. Don't sit there and do some self pity talks and hold yourself back. No, keep going. Right. So we have discussed like 6 challenges, right? I'm just going to do a quick recap. Don't allow yourself to be held back by any of them. The fear of failure, the lack of time, overcoming self-doubt and imposter syndrome. Don't let those hold you back. Also, number 4, we talk about learning new skills. These are all challenges, but you can turn them and make them into stepping stone by staying consistent, by putting all the effort, breaking those things down, overcome every setback that is thrown your way, make them into stepping stone. So as you can see, every challenge you face in business has a solution. I just gave you some few solutions on how I dealt with them when I started my business, how I still deal with them in whatever form that they show themselves, right? So in the beginning, the way to show itself in certain level will be different from the way it to show itself as you advance, right? But it's still the same template of addressing them. Don't just let them hold you back. identify them, and deal with them. So every one of us have the power to overcome these challenges so that we can thrive. We remember that road to success isn't smooth. It's a curvy line. It's not like one straight smooth road that you just speed in and just run. No, but get nowhere. It's absolutely worth it that you put the effort, you put the time, you put the resources to build your own business, and keep talking about your business, keep taking the actions that you need to take, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself. Believe in yourself and your ability to succeed. Believe in yourself that you can succeed. And guess what? You will succeed. So I just want to put this out there. If you are ready to start your own online business and you need the support, you need the system and the guidance, I am here to help you. You can drop me a comment below. In the description box is also my website. You can connect with me, send me a message, and I can help you turn any challenge you have into opportunities so that you can grow and be successful in your endeavor. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate every comment, your sharing. I appreciate the time you spent with me today, and I will see you tomorrow in another live session. Have a good night.